2023 could have in store for the middle class. Let's move on now and get you another story on the plastic industry and their demand from the budget. Now, as the plastic processing industry limps back after being hit by the pandemic, rising raw material costs and falling demand, all hopes are pinned on the upcoming union budget. Shilpa Ranipeta reports from Dadra and Silvassa that measures to boost local manufacturing and making exports competitive are top on the industry's wish list this year.
Vivek Daga, director at Sarvottam Polymers in Dadra, says he has never seen demand fall like it has this year. His plastic company, which makes plastic items and packaging materials for companies such as D-Mart, Godrej Consumer, Plum, says orders, especially for household items, have fallen significantly in the past year, forcing them to run at just 40 to 60% capacity. A ban on single-use plastic has only made matters worse.
I am in the industry since last 12 years. But I didn't find the demand is dropped like this. This year demand is very much low. Maybe because of COVID and maybe because of our economy in domestic market, demand is very low. And also in a household categories, because of this ban on single plastic, there is an increase of near about 12 to 15% in our packing.
Adding to rising costs and low demand, an influx of cheap imports from countries like China is also hurting the domestic market. The industry says increasing the import duty on value-added products to at least 20% will help boost local manufacturing.
Once the custom duty on these finished products are taken above, the manufacturing sector will grow in our country. The import duty on the polymer, what people like us, we are paying now, we are not competent enough with the local material. If the duty is decreased, maybe there is a good scope for the converters. They can be properly competitive.
Exports of plastics too have slipped amid tough macroeconomic conditions. According to data from the Plastic Export Promotion Council, exports of plastic in the April to November 2022 period fell 6.7% year-on-year to $8,178 million.
Demand from US, Europe and other countries has gone down significantly. There were other issues also related to this, like shipping cost. The shipping cost had gone up very high, so their imports were very expensive for them. Further also there was logistics issues. The product became uncompetitive to buy from India. In those periods when there was a very big slump in the international market, for you can say as a God-gifted thing, Indian demand picked up.
To boost exports, the industry hopes the government will reduce import duty on their key raw material polymer to help make exports of value-added products from India more competitive.
Our main demand will be to see that we get our incentives for export, which we were getting earlier. In the last few years, we were getting some money, approximately 6%, 3%, 4%. But this year, since last year onwards, this has become nil, zero. And that was a very good cushion to fight against China and other Asian countries for exports.
Other expectations also include support in reducing logistics costs, subsidies, and a lower threshold for the production-linked incentive scheme. Solar and renewable energy is being seen as the next big opportunity for plastic processors to be able to make parts and components for solar panels and windmills. To that effect, the industry is hoping that the government offers some incentives like higher import duties on components like EVA and backsheet to promote local manufacturing, which would be a big opportunity for plastic processors at a time where demand from other sectors is still limping back up. With camera person Ajay Dabolkar in Dadra, Shilpa Ranipeta.